Hey, so we on. We on. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? It's Living Large. Holding it down, Home Invasion Show, Ottawa, Canada. Y'all already know, right? Okay, so they dropped the trailer to Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, right? And honestly speaking, man, I don't know what to say about it. First of all, let's talk about the good, right? I loved how they played Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio, and LV. Right, I was like, man, you know what? I think this is the best part about the trailer. The best part about the trailer is the fact that they use this track, right? Other than that, man, there's something up with Sonic. I don't know what it is. I legit don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but Sonic looks off. He looks way off, right? And I don't know, man. They had Jim Carrey pretty much play Robotnik or whatever, and I saw him like, what? I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? If there was any actor in Hollywood that could play Robotnik, it would be Jim Carrey. But the only thing is, though, Jim Carrey is probably just gonna do the Riddler. I was looking at the way he was acting in the movie or whatever, and I was like, man, this is the Riddler from Batman Forever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. It could be a sleeper hit. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? One thing I do know for sure is I think they dropping this movie a little too late, right? I mean, if they dropped this movie around the time Sonic Mania was coming out, and Sonic Mania came out like what? Maybe last year it came out. You know, not too long ago. If they dropped this movie around the time Sonic Mania came out, I think it would have went together hand in hand. One would have promoted the other. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Sonic Mania didn't really come out on a, like from the Sega team, Sonic team or whatever. It was a bunch of people that grew up playing Sonic, and they went ahead and they kind of like, you know, dropped the game. They got the blessings from Sega and the Sonic team, and they went ahead and dropped the game. So that's the way how that happened, you know? And I think that they're putting out this movie like they didn't even drop Detective Pikachu yet. Right? If they dropped Detective Pikachu, at least they could have used that and seen like the numbers, if it actually blew up, if people actually watched the movie, you know, what the numbers are like, what the money is like. Because let's be honest, you know, Pokemon has had more longevity than Sonic, believe it or not. It's had more hits than misses. It's had more, you know, fonder memories than you know, the issues that Sonic's been having, you know what I mean? Sonic in 3D did not translate well, and much love, shout out, go out to the people that did Sonic Mania for bringing it back to the roots, right? Keeping it 2D, and you know, keeping it going like that, right? But yeah. For real, there is something strange about this Sonic. I don't know if it's like too skinny or the eyes aren't big enough. I don't know what it is, man. Like anybody that's seen the trailer, anybody that's been playing Sonic, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, like I said. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact he looks strange. You know what I mean? I remember seeing this video of this model. I don't know, like, I wish I knew the name, man. It was such a long time ago that I've seen this video. But this guy legit, like, he cosplays. He's a furry or some shit like this. And he cosplays as a horse, a fox sometimes and stuff like this. And this guy goes all out with it. You know what I mean? Like, body paint all over and, like, you know, like, some next level intricate masks and stuff. And shit like this. I remember he was even spotlighted on, like, Tosh. Sonic legit looks like that dude. He legit looks like that guy that's cosplaying, man. I don't know what it is. I was trying to look at like pictures of Sonic from back in the 90s and pictures of Sonic from like, you know, '06 and like the early 2000s, late 2000s, just to see like a comparison. And like, I don't know. It looks like the eyes are too small or something. I don't know what it is. But Sonic looks strange. He looks ugly. He looks, I don't know. Right? Am I going to watch this movie? Probably not. I'm not going to pay money to watch it. If somebody want to pay me money to go watch the movie, probably. If somebody want to buy me a ticket to go watch the movie, probably. Is it on my list of movies to watch? Not really, right? Is there another way I'm gonna watch this movie? Probably. But in terms of this, how it is and how they sold it, I don't know, man. You know, I'm glad that they used Gangsta's Paradise, and if Jim Carrey pulls the Ace Ventura and starts talking out of his ass, maybe I'm inclined to watch the movie. Other than that, it just did not leave a strong impression on me. Considering the fact that I grew up on the Sega Genesis, man. Genesis does what Nintendo don't, man. It's all about that blast processing. But still, it just did not work out for me. I just did not. I don't know. I legit don't know. And the way Sonic looked like in, blending with the real characters in real life, pretty much. I mean, Roger Rabbit perfected it when they did the toons and the human beings, right? The toon world and the human world, right? They perfected that, you know what I mean? Space Jam was kind of okay. It wasn't too bad, right? But I feel that 3D, like, computer imaging or whatever, hasn't really translated right with, blending in the real world with them CGI characters or whatever, you know what I mean? Not so much. I know some movies kind of sort of did it, right? But those are like the big budget ones, you know? I want to see what them Lion King look like. You know, I'm talking like the authentic movie or whatever, not the trailers or whatever. I want to see how they did their 3D animation in terms of like the lions and everybody else, the hyenas and all this, you know? Because I think with that budget, I think they did it better. And I think if Sonic had that same budget, he would look a little better. You know what I mean? Either that or make him a little chunkier, make him a little shorter, you know? Again, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's too tall, too skinny, his legs are too long, his eyes are too small, right? I know for a fact it's not the fact, like he's got fur, the texture or whatever. I know it's not that, because I mean, you know, again, Detective Pikachu's coming out and all the Pokemon got scales, they got definition to them, they got texture, they got fur, they got all of this, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying, yo, the Pokemon look ugly. I'm like, man, this is what the Pokemon would look like if it was in the real world. You know? So I don't know, I think Sonic and Sega are taking a big gamble with this right here. They're not really got anything to promote it, to coincide with it. Or they're not using this as a promotional vehicle for anything. Right? But they dropping it just because, to me, it seems like because Nintendo is dropping the Detective Pikachu movie. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right? I kind of wish we had different Sega characters coming to the big screen, right? Could you imagine Toe Jam and Earl on the big screen? You know what I mean? I'd watch that movie, right? I'd watch that movie twice, actually, and pay for it. I'd pay for that ticket, you know? But we'll see what happens with this movie right here. Let me know if y'all excited. I did not, like, it just did not resonate with me, you know? Am I the only one that thinks Sonic look weird? Am I the only one? Let me know. Right? It just, I don't know, man. Like, they had a part in the trailer where he was, like, standing and Robotnik shot a bunch of missiles at him. And then they were trying to showcase his speed and shit like this. So you see all those missiles coming at him in slow-mo. And he's just, like, standing there or whatever. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Y'all excited to see this movie? Are you going to watch this movie? Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo? What y'all growing up with? Y'all can find me on Twitter, LivingLarge187. That's at LIVINLarge187. And we can talk, we can argue, we can hash it out. We can do what you want to do, player. We can do it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's been Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. We'll see more when they drop, you know, if they drop a proper trailer, right? Or a longer cut or whatever. We'll see what it is. You know what I mean? I kind of wish they brought Jaleel White to do the voice. I know when they did a fan-made Sonic movie on YouTube, it was supposed to be broken up into little parts. I know they dropped part 1, maybe part 2, right? And they got Jaleel White to do the voice. That was probably the best thing from that Sonic movie. Sonic looked correct too. He looked nice, right? Except the computer-generated image, whatever, the CGI wasn't really top-notch. This one right here in this movie that they're coming out with now looks a lot better than the YouTube version. But at the same time, I kind of wish they used the YouTube design with that technology, with that funding, with that money. That's me. That's me, though. You can find it on YouTube, though. Go ahead and check it out. Sonic the Hedgehog fan film is what it is. Look it up. Hopefully it's still up there, right? Because I know at the time there was a bunch of movies that was fan-made, fan films. I know Mega Man got dropped like that, too. And Street Fighter got dropped, too. That Street Fighter movie was so good that it even got dropped as a DVD or whatever. You know what I mean? They actually dropped it for purchase like that. Blu-ray, DVD, and stuff like this. You know what I mean? It was the first authentic Street Fighter movie that kept true to its word, true to the story, and a lot of the fan base loved it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If y'all seen that movie, shouts out. I saw that movie. I thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Just seeing the interaction with Ryu and Ken and how they grew up with and everything else. See, movies like that can be done well. Video game movies can be done well if they stick to the source material and they pay homage to where the game came from, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Street Fighter did that, right? This Sonic movie looks like it is, but at the same time it isn't. Right? They had a scene where James Marsden, Cyclops from the X-Men movies, he had Sonic in a bag, in a duffel bag, and in an elevator or whatever, and Sonic was talking, right? And then there was people in the elevator or waiting for the elevator or whatever. They're like, "Excuse me, do you have a child in there? Do you have your kid in there?" And he's like, "No, I don't." And then he's like, "Oh, yes, I do, but it's not my kid." That made me laugh. I started smiling about this shit. You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, okay." Well, we got jokes, right? But I don't know what they're doing. It seems like Sonic 06, when they tried to integrate Sonic into the real world and have him interact with like real life characters, you know, and they had him fall in love with like this princess or whatever. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog, an anthropomorphic hedgehog, an animal pretty much, was in love with this human being pretty much. You know what I mean? A princess. And a lot of people were hating on that. A lot of people were saying, "Yo," you know what I mean? And it seems like that's the road they're going, minus the love interest. And I hope they don't have the love interest like that. A human being or whatever, right? Honestly, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? They should have just took the Sonic Sat AM cartoon, right? The Saturday morning cartoon with the whole revolutionary shit, you know what I mean? Robotnik being the dictator, taking all the wildlife and turning them into like robots and shit like this. And Sonic with the rebellion, right? They coming out and trying to free everybody, the freedom fighters. I think they should have done that as a movie, right? Instead of this right here, you know what I mean? Maybe they can get Jim Carrey to play Robotnik still. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because he does have his serious moments. Jim Carrey can be serious, you know, in certain movie roles. It depends on the movie, depends on the script, it depends on the direction. If they give him a good direction, if they tell him, "Yo, this is going to be a serious-ass movie, this is how you're going to be," he can be serious and creepy at the same time, because we have seen movies where he was serious and creepy. You know what I mean? And we have seen movies where he talks out of his ass. So it can go both ways. That's what I think. If it was me and I had to make this movie and I had the budget and I was the writer, director, whatever, producer, whatever you want to call it, I would focus on that. I would give us a serious movie. Not really Zack Snyder-ish, where, you know, everything's got to be so bleak and dark and gritty and shit like this, you know what I mean? Again, pay homage to the source material, right? Not a rated R Sonic, F-bombs all day. I know some people would be like, "Yo, straight up, this is what it is." We'd love to see that. Cool, I understand. But at the same time, this is what I think, you know what I mean? I think it'd be dope if it was like this, right? Again, let me know what y'all think. You vibe with it, you don't. At LivingLarge187 is on Twitter. Once again, at LIVNLarge187. Let me know what y'all think. Now we go on, do what it do. Time now is 5:28 in the morning, Ottawa time. And we gonna kick it back to tunes right here. What we got coming up? We got South Central Cartel with SCGs off the All Day Everyday album, Def Jam. You already know what it is. Much love go out to the OGs. That's SCC, South Central Cartel. We were talking about LV, right? Unfortunately, though, LV's not on this track. But it's all good, though, you know? It's all good. I just hope that LV got his money right, signed that contract right, and is seeing some green off of the Gangsta Paradise album, or track, or whatever. And Coolio too. Coolio too. I hope both of them are still getting that money for that, because man, it's been everywhere. You know what I mean? Been everywhere. Even been spoofed by Weird Al of all people. You know what I mean? But yeah, SCGs, South Central Cartel, Evil Side G's. That's Cali Pitts, aka Young Prod, and Scheme. Home Invasion Show. Y'all already know. It's living large, baby. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog. Hit or miss. Let me know. Comment section below. Y'all already know it's living large. Home Invasion Show. Take care of yourselves and each other like Jerry Springer say. Peace out, y'all.